I mean, they can seek us out too, but if they're not absolutely banging, it ain't happening. That's the key. Let's talk about Orynth a little bit here, because this has been popping up, kind of gave a resurgence to the ICM meta here. So basically what I'm seeing, and I can pull up a tweet I actually had saved by Osama, my guy. Come here. Where is it?
He's our Japanese quant, I think, but unofficially, unfortunately. Would love you to work. Oh, yeah, never mind. I was thinking another gentleman, but
I was about to say, I don't think Osama's Japanese, but in this case, I don't care.
I love this handle though. That's so funny.
Osama been fresh. Orynth Eco is either next on-chain gold mine or a complex Japanese money laundering scheme. Time will tell. Obviously, he said that as, it's more of a joke, but he showed the stats here, which I just showed here on the screen. Founders earnings in under a week. We talked about this earlier. Almost 190K earned in the last 7 days. 92 active founders. 2,000 average earnings per founder per week. This week, here's some things he likes about the Eco. It's a bridge between the East and the West, because we are seeing a lot of Japanese products on here, which not something I've seen really go viral recently, or at least be big on the timeline recently. So 10% of protocol fees go to buybacks of token, shown the ability to onboard major founders / projects with underlying business models that are already revenue generating. Few things here. So there's no, hey guys, we promise we're going to buy back 10% of LP fees. It's like, no, automatically smart contract, you're buying back 10% of fees into the token no matter what. So there is some support, some support based on token trading activity. They've onboarded some good founders, which we're going to get into later. Early stages, so think like Believe. There's a lot of PTSD here, but it also gives a lot of multiples if you can find these projects early. Some upcoming catalysts like ORY token migration. So I think they launched on bags, but they're actually migrating here shortly as well. So things that need to be improved. Team is actively working on accommodating to degeneracy by having trenched things like communities, DEX, etc. a requirement. Token integrations and use case for underlying business models. This has been the crux, right? This is why Believe ultimately kind of failed. Not why. No, we Believe failed because Pasternak's a retard, but nonetheless, we can see that token integrations and use cases are a big factor here, and hopefully they can crack that code. It seems to be a big issue. Communication and marketing improvements, hand-holding of founders, having a Web3 strategy in place. Again, another thing we've seen, when you get Web2 founders coming and launching tokens, they have zero clue what to do, which is actually why MCG was sort of born out of from that, essentially, right? We saw founders had no clue what to do. They had no clue what to talk about. And that's why MCG came to document the whole thing, the whole process. So we're seeing some of that. Nonetheless, Osama's bullish on it. We got some cool launches like IDE, as well as a couple that I'll pull out here. So I'm happy to see it. This is ultimately good for ICM as a whole, right? If this does well, I think we get a natural trickle down effect to our dupes, to our CLEDs, to our Orgos, to our ICM tokens from V1, if you want to call it, from Believe. So
yeah, in some ways, I also think the the Believe model had to happen outside of the United States, because the US and North America and Europe are so entrenched with equity as a piece of paper and a PDF. And like, I understand the ideation behind that, but this popping off in Japan, if that holds, it's like, maybe they just don't, maybe it's just a social construct that the ownership is just with the token. And it's like, there's not these kind of questions around equity. I don't know if that's true or not, but just kind of initially, those are some thoughts around that. So we'll keep an eye on this. And if we got to get some of these projects on MCG, if they speak, or we start up MCG Japanese. So DM me if you're Japanese, by the way. We'll set up MCG JPY.
MCG JPY. Let's go. It sounds like a tradable pair. But let's look into some of these. So I don't know what you guys like. I've heard that we should look into maybe IDE, Idolen, Brain, I've heard is a good one. Supay as well, and Zap Digits. I've heard. Need to know about these, but let's just check it out real quick.
IDL.
We'll start with this one.
Do we have? Is this IDL? Daddy Duster says, IDL founder Paul is a savage. Reminds me of Avi and Bobby. Buddy, nonstop shipping. Tech is functional and users getting paid.
Okay. Well, this I did look into this one. This one's pretty sick, actually. I do think this is a novel concept. Okay, so bear with me here, and I love this. All the details here on this site here. IDevo is the first AI-powered platform that removes tech stack barriers entirely, letting anyone build real production rapidly application using natural language by enabling true autonomy in development. IDevo is refining how software is created, shipped, and scaled globally with transparent pricing and freedom to connect the AI model for any provider. Okay, I actually was thinking of the different projects. So let's look at the team. Sid Hunt. I'm not even going to try. Let's just look at the X. Here we go. High praise from Daddy Duster, though, so maybe this is good. Okay. Building IDevo AI. Build apps by chatting with AI. Oh, so I think this is actually using Claude, if I remember correctly. Here, I'll play this video. Gonna stop sharing. Gonna disconnect and reconnect because I want to make sure this volume works. So we're gonna do some DD here, guys. A little bit of DD here. Accept these cookies. Yeah, so build anything by chatting with AI. We're seeing this big emergence of Claude Code here. It's been making vibe coding extremely popular recently. It seems like this is an MPC, if I'm understanding that correctly, or a bunch of MPCs that are built on top of Claude Code to allow you to just do what Claude Code does, except better. So let's see. Maybe the video on Twitter will help, actually. I'll read this description. Introducing IDevo, the world's most flexible AI full-stack engineer. What started as frustration with closed, rigid, no-code tools became IDevo, an AI platform for autonomy. Plug in your own infra and build production-ready apps in minutes. Welcome to the open era of app building. I will say that we've seen this a lot. So, but Daddy Duster is Dex Hunter's quant. So, I mean, it looks good there. IDE is former Microsoft and is in talks with the SOAR team and Tom. That's interesting. Okay. Well, let's get into that then. Josh, let me know if you can hear this. Oh, wow. I want to see this, though. Did it say, based on some benchmarks, it outdoes Claude? Yeah, number one on benchmarks. Task resolution success rate, 50%, or closer to 50% over Claude Code, which is all the fuss right now. That's kind of interesting. I got to get more information about that, but that's my question is, well, does this product not just get killed by Claude Code? We see Claude Code coming in, everyone's vibe coding with it now. It's like been such this revelation. How does something like this live? Does it have users? Does Claude Code kill it? But this benchmark is pretty interesting to see. Number one on benchmark. I don't know. Is benchmark a benchmarking tool? I would imagine. Let's see. Can we get some numbers on this? Looks like the Wiseman covered it. See, that's interesting. I gotta do them a favor here. I'll add them to my list of. No,
we would love a collaborative Wiseman stream at some point.
Yeah, good for them covering that. Let's see. Where can I get some numbers? Okay, they're talking to the Wiseman, mapping out the next moves. We could definitely probably help them out as well. The next big step for integration partners could be. Okay, and then this is different. Since idle time, this is what I was talking about. Idle time is something different, which is really interesting. Let's see. The next big step / integration or partner could be right up in front of you. Orynth provides that opportunity. Since Idlein AI is an idle time advertisement app, it fits perfectly with IDEVO AI. Idlein AI already supports multiple vibe coding apps, and Idlein AI should be the next. Okay, so they're building out the ecosystem, and we'll get into the other project that you just mentioned next. But chat play. Okay, so this is cool. I need numbers, right? How many users does it have? Are they pre-revenue? Are they generating revenue? All that good stuff. Does the token have utility? If you guys have answers to any of these questions, feel free to drop them. But this is what I'm interested in right now. Okay, since the launch, IDEO, we've gained over 100 users. That was or 1,000 users. Okay, so that was on January 10th. So they've gained over 1,000 users, which means they had some prior to this, I would imagine. So what's the numbers here? Does it say on their website here? Let's see. No, nothing here. What's pricing look like? 25 a month, 2,000 a month for enterprise contracts.
What's their token ticker?
IDE.
IDE.
Yep. And it is currently sitting at, what's the market cap here? 426K. They've made about $10,000 from creator market earnings. Let's see what it is. Hi, everyone. Founder of IDEVO AI here. We're building IDEVO with a simple belief. Vibe coding shouldn't be locked inside overpriced closed platforms. Most tools today, Lovable, Bolt, Replit, etc., tie you into their ecosystem, charge opaque fees, and give little clarity on token usage. That didn't feel right. With IDEVO, you can bring your own stack, any stack, use any AI model you like, import existing projects, and start building instant app development. Should be accessible, not just for people with big budgets. Give it a try, break it, push it, and tell us what we should improve. Good. Love the feedback. Soon coming to Chrome extension. You'll soon be able to earn while IDEVO agents thinks and code. So that looks like they're implementing here the idle AI we were just talking about, which we'll get into right after this. Okay. Need some more information on users, revenues, growth metrics, clarity about like how they beat out something like Claude Code. Keep it from like taking their lunch. But
and why did it launch on this and not SOAR directly? Is I don't know if it. I don't know, Daddy Duster, if you know that the context here.
Yeah,
but if you do, drop it in chat.
So let's see. It looks like Wiseman did an article on it. The founder, Siddharth Kodneri, ex-Microsoft, ITT, Dangbad graduate, one of India's top engineering schools, fully doxed with public identity and verifiable links. Cool. This isn't an anonymous CTO. Yep. The traction. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Here we go. 2025 metrics from the founder. Of course, grain of salt, guys. 16,000 plus projects built. Nice. 2,000 plus active users. 1.3 million in revenue. Already profitable, bootstrapped, no VC funding. Okay. This is what we want to see. Let me zoom in on this for you guys. All right. We got to get him on the show. The traction, 2025 metrics from the founder. 16,000 plus projects built. 2,000 active users. 1.3 million in revenue. Already profitable, bootstrapped, no VC funding. That's amazing. And it's accelerating. The token has only been live for 3 days, and they've already added 1,000 new users to the platform. The token is functioning as a free consumer acquisition engine. People are showing up for the speculation and staying for the product. The reviews are strong. One user built a fully Duolingo-style language learning app. The revenue numbers is the headline. Most crypto projects have zero revenue. IDEVO claims to be pulling over $1 million annually. We gotta see this.
Duolingo is so cooked, it's not even funny.
Oh, it's so cooked by AI. While the coin trading at a market cap of under 250K, the math doesn't add up, which is either a red flag or the greatest opportunity ever. You know, the wise man can get a little bullish sometimes, but it seems to be a good opportunity when the market cap's below revenue. The equity play. This is where it gets interesting. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The founder has been in talks with Nicholas from Launch on Soar about trying equity to the token. He posted in Discord that it's looking like a real possibility either through a third-party structure or figuring it out on his own. He followed up with tokens can be converted to actual equity. If this happens, you're not just holding a speculative token, you're holding a stake in revenue-generating business. That almost never existed in crypto. That's fascinating. We're going to have to get with the Soar team on that too. Less than 1% of the tokens in existence have any equity component, blah, blah, blah. Something we talk about on the show all the time. Okay, key takeaways.
Oh, I think we have a. All right, let me look. Never mind. Keep going. Something just sparked in my mind around this.
Okay, the crypto comparable, Alchemy AI. Now we saw this. Remember, I said this has been done. We had Elk. We had a few others. Maybe I won't mention. Some did very well, but again, it was all the same thing. Just vibe coding apps. None of them were very robust, to be honest. I wouldn't even compare this. Different market. I honestly, I would disregard this. Yes, Elk hit an all-time high of 230 million market cap, and currently trades 100 to 170 with 6 million liquidity. Products probably much worse. Yeah, but it was a different time. Anything AI ran like crazy. Elk is probably way overvalued here at 100 million. But that doesn't mean that this should be valued at that level. Different markets can't even compare it. But yeah, we have seen things like this run. We also have seen things like this not run at all. So some nuance. Outside crypto, Replit. Now, this is a better comparable if we're doing the equity tie here. Outside crypto, Replit has raised at over $1 billion valuation. Lovable is well funded and growing fast. These are billion-dollar categories comps. The difference, Replit is still burning cash. IDEVO claims to already be profitable. The community has tested the product directly and compared it to favorably to Lovable. So it's got a comparable product. Apparently, they are profitable. They have $1 million in revenue. And again, revenue does not directly correlate to profits. Keep that in mind, but still really cool. So
this is the summer ICM vibes. I'm getting early believe vibes here in this due diligence. I love it. Can you forward me the Wiseman article? I'm going to tag them in the show notes.
Yes, I can. I can. But yeah, good write-up. We got to get some of those numbers. I got to see some of those numbers, I think. But, you know, ultimately, there's always going to be some sort of nuance to it. You're going to have to
we want to look, guys, DM the founder, tag MCG. I think we already had a request for him to get on the show. I'm just confirming that. But yeah, let's get that set up this week even.
Okay, so, let me here. I'm going to save his Twitter. I'll actually send it in our management group to make sure we get to it.
Yeah, there's also another request here. Brain.
Yes,
by DeFi FOMO. Let's get to that.
Gonna get to that. I want to actually get to that in a second though, because I was hoping to get to the one that was mentioned idle before that, just because it was mentioned already. But we'll get to Brain. Brain's the #1 trending token, I think, on Orynth right now. Could be incorrect about that though. And we're gonna sort by market cap. Let's see. Oh, it's #2. Okay, so we just talked about IDEVO. Idlin was also mentioned. TLDR on this is when your AI is thinking, right? Let's say you're coding a website. Let's say you're coding a website on the project we just talked about. While it's thinking and spitting out this code, you actually get paid for the idle time while it's thinking. And that's what Idlin does. Okay, interesting niche concept. Curious how it works, but in theory, sounds pretty good. Turn AI latency into free tokens and subscriptions. Idlin.io is the first privacy-focused network that monetizes AI thinking time. Don't just wait for code, generate, earn from it. Our VS Code and browser extension display non-intrusive content during latency to subsidize your AI subscriptions and tokenize directly inside your workflow. So I'd imagine it's like advertisements that come up while you're waiting, and you can get paid for them. trading at 188K market cap. Again, guys, these are dipping into the lower market cap side, but if this is a new narrative here, we want to be ahead of it. So, be cautious here. We're not telling you to go full port this. Paul Leafziller. Paul Leafziller. Hello, I'm Paul Leafziller, the maker of Idolin.io. Let's address the elephant in the room. Ads in my IDE. Really? As a developer and heavy AI user, I was frustrated by two things. The stacking cost of AI subscription and API tokens, expensive. The sheer amount of dead time spent staring at spinners while AI agents generated code. I built Idolin to solve the first problem using the second. That's always what you want to see when you get a write-up on the founder. Why did they do this? Why did they build this? Solve the first problem. Solve the problem. We need a problem to solve. We're the first developer-centric ad network. Instead of intrusive pop-ups that break your flow, we simply monetize the latency, that thinking time when you are waiting for anything. Key thing you need to know: privacy first. We don't read your code. We don't track your personal data. We are builders, and we respect the builder ethos. Flow state. The content only appears during the wait generation times. It never interrupts your typing or vibe coding sessions. Direct value. The goal is simple. Subsidize your AI stack. Your code, AI thinks, you earn credits to pay for the tools you use. We currently support VS Code, Chrome, and Firefox. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is this an infinity money glitch for AI costs you've been waiting for, or do you have specific concerns? Look, I think it's a genius concept in theory. If I'm using Claude Code or whatever, I'm paying $45 a month for my subscription on some of these AI platforms, and I'm waiting for responses. Well, if I can passively pay for my subscription via this, I think it's almost a no-brainer. So I would love to see how this actually works. He's got a LinkedIn profile here. We could check it out, but I actually want to take this to Twitter. I think we might find more there.
OpenAI just mentioned that they're enabling ads.
Interesting. Okay. And the ticker here is, well, I'm just going to search Idolin. Bear with me.
IDL, I think.
Idle. Okay. The first, yeah, okay. So here it is. I'll pull up the website as well.
And their handle, sorry, I'm just trying to tag it. I can't see on your screen. Is it, can you give me the handle real quick?
Sure. I'll actually just send it in our private chat.
Oh, yeah. AI, there we go.
One better. Okay. So here's the website. Share this tab. Monetize your idle time. AI thinks you earn. Turn AI wait time into $20 to $100 a month. 20 to 100 euro a month. Works with Claude, ChatGPT, VO, Bolt, Lovable, and more. So look, you can see some reviews here. This person using Claude, Mary D. Idle pays for my Claude Pro subscription every month. Set it and forget it. 42 euros a month. As a no-code builder, every AI request on Lovable now earns me money, $67 a month. The ads are actually relevant. Dev tools, no spam, just useful product. 90% of API cost covered for Cursor. So look, it makes sense, and these could be totally fake, but you're getting the idea here. Works with your favorite tools. You can see ChatGPT, VO, Bold, Lovable, Cursor, Windsurf, Replit, Claude, ChatGPT, etc.
I'm a little skeptical of how much money you can actually make during doing this. Like in terms of, what is the value of an impression? Like 1,000 impressions are worth like $5, for instance. And if you're in, let's say you're in a part of the world other than North America or Europe, the value of that impression is like 80% cheaper as well. So
here. Well, this is what they're claiming. Calculate your earnings. See how much you could earn based on your AI usage. Go. Let's say I'm using Claude Code 4 hours a day. I'm vibe coding app. I'm on 4 hours a day, maybe not the weekends, whatever. Based on the average developer activity and admin inventory fill rates, ChatGPT Plus is free. $24 surplus pocket money. Let's try Claude. Claude Pro is free based on 4 hours a day, 150% covered, plus 24 surplus pocket money. Let's see. What if I'm only doing 1 hour a day, right? 7 hours a week. Well, okay, it covers about 55% of my ChatGPT Plus and Claude Pro. Almost there, $11, $20 earned. Okay, 2 hours then surpasses it. Now, if you're putting in the entire day, you can actually start making some money. So that's what it claims. So, if true, pretty cool. If true, pretty cool. What do you think, Josh?
Super cool.
Let's
I don't know why I don't know why a token is needed still, but
Well,
Maybe that's the
and
payment method right on the platform. I don't know.
we'll get into it, but look, 50K developers, that's pretty good. 200 plus advertisers, 3.2% average CTR. The native advertising platform for developers earn while you code. Like those are pretty decent numbers. Again,
Yeah, plug it into an ad network, you can get 1,000 advertisers in real time. Like it's, I not to be a cynic, I just know so much about ad tech that I'm interested.
well, the
IDL token.
advertisers doesn't matter as much as the developers, I would say.
Well, it's the amount of people using it that are, really
Relevant.
like how many impressions are you serving? But click IDL token, top right.
Top right.
Yeah.
Where
To the
are you
right
seeing this?
there.
Oh. Let's go. The first privacy focused network on Solana. Let's see. Up 115%. Again, gaining some traction here, guys. So don't top blast.
What's the market cap?
207K market cap, almost 414. So 415K volume in 24 hours, 50K liquidity, 2,300 transactions. Why IDL? A token at the heart of AI wait the time on how it works. Idle transforms AI generation wait time into revenue. While Claude, blah, 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 we know this. Okay, so right now there's a discount with the token.
Who else was working on this? Prompt was working on something like this. Not quite exactly, but
okay, so there's staking rewards, so it is inflationary by nature. Don't love that. They basically need to offset this 40% in other ways. Liquidity pool 25%, team 15%, marketing 10%, reserve 10%.
I don't know. I don't know.
So 15% off, premium features, governance, and staking. Yeah, maybe need some more. This might be something good for a SOAR or a street model, an equity model. How much money is this making? Are they making revenue here? Yeah.
Okay, well, again, we got some DD in the chat here. Okay, yeah, we went over the token. Okay, yeah, open this up there, Dom. Or is that the chart? That wasn't your chart.
Open what up?
I saw a chart. I didn't know if that was your chart or I guess that's this page.
Oh yeah.
I will say clarity. I also like that really quick. I like that it's 41 cents. One of the I don't like this high, token amounts where it's like 0.00004 cents. Like 41 cents looks good.
Okay. There you go. You heard from Josh. Ex Microsoft and founder of Oh, this is different. Is this
no, that's from the previous one. To add clarity to my comment there, I like that from a visual perspective. It's 41 cents, not hundredths of a penny, because it just looks a little nicer. So
I think that's fair.
That's
take.
Not an endorsement of the token itself.
Another one. I really do think we should have these guys on because there's a lot of unanswered questions. I think with these, but as long as I already sent it. But as long as, we find it interesting, it's worth pursuing and looking into, I guess, further. So yeah, we just got to figure out deeper token utility. This will work on an equity standpoint a bit more. Are they making any money? How many users do they have? Questions that need to be answered, I think, before a lot of people comfortably invest. I'm 28. I live in Paris. Is he a French dev? Started with digital marketing 12 years ago. Often learning became product, blah, blah, blah. In 2022, built JobPass startup and raised 1.2 million euro pre-seed and got more than 500 clients. Okay, so he's a
that's
founder.
Impressive.
I've built many platforms and websites, and some of them generate more than 550K euros monthly. Wow. Now I'm building the first privacy, blah, blah. I'm not alone in this project. My loving fiance, one of the greatest sales in Paris, joined me and every day I work with VCs just in front of me. Okay, this is actually interesting. His fiance is working with him. I actually think that's bullish because when you're a dev, when you're grinding, when you're building a business, you really have so little time to spend with like family and friends. At least when they're working together here, it's not like she's not pulling him away or anything. So,
all right, this is very also cool because media sales people like that. She's a good salesperson. She has all the agency relationships, and for them to implement a new platform like this, it's go to a media buyer like, hey, carve us off a $50,000 budget and we'll run it. Like, that definitely does happen.
So look at this. Yeah, I mean, dude, impressive
This is
background.
legit. Yeah, very. What's the guy's handle that's doing this?
Yeah, this is Paul Fieser.
Yeah, can you copy that? Man, we're like this ICM is back, baby. We got new launches to look at. I'm
What I'm
like
saying. What I'm
holy
saying.
Friday. We might have to stream on Friday at this rate because we got content.
Well, I'm gonna be on an airplane, so you're gonna have to
No,
take down.
fair.
But yeah, this is really cool. So again, it gives me early Believe vibes. You know, these are Web 2 founders coming to the platform. How did they? I don't know how they got these guys to launch. I really don't. But I'm glad they're seeing success, and hopefully they're open to deep token utility integration, because these are interesting. Both the two of these that we had on, I think, or we just featured, were pretty interesting. So on to the next. Love to know what you guys like the most out of these ones we go over today. But I got to do, I'm going to reach out to these guys. Hopefully we can get them on.
Thanks, Mikey. Yeah, when you send links, definitely try and hit them in the replies to the tweet so I can see them in the notifications, because I can't grab them from the comments here on stage, but I'll try and get them.
Sweet. Okay, let's see. Brain. Let's do Brain for you guys. Brain is an early stage MVP level UGC content marketplace. There we go with the UGC, right on brand. That lets individuals monetize real-world knowledge in small units. Unlike traditional education platforms built around expensive courses or influencer-driven distribution, Brain enables experiences and professional knowledge to be sold based on content quality. With over 330,000 users in Japan, Brain is gaining strong organic traction and will be Japan's first content marketplace to introduce cryptocurrency payments. Okay. Pause. Time out. We just talked about a couple products here that have really seemingly good user bases. This one claims 330,000. Back in the Believe days, this thing would have ripped just off of that metric alone. So I'm wondering, are these things still cheap? This is at 263K. Are these things still cheap because people have PTSD from Believe? Because maybe the ICM crew has kind of faded out right now. Memes are hot and no one's looking here. Why are these so cheap?
Ooh. All right, Daddy, not Daddy, sorry, Duster, can you let us know a bit more about that? I don't know if you can link that so we can just do some due diligence on there.
He is huge into Japan. Check his socials. Yeah, so okay. I mean, important. Duster made a good claim here. Brain Dev fudged up his own token by mentioning another token an hour after Orynth launch. Yeah, which is you never want to do, but maybe with these Web 2 founders, you have to give them some leeway. If they're not used to crypto, maybe he mentioned another token, had no ill intent, he had no idea what he was doing. But we know that's not ever what you want to do. Let's go to his socials, kind of see what this fuss is all about. View website.
Yeah, and guys, remember, and Dom, we have a 2:30 right now. So just give me, I'm gonna hop to that. You keep going.
We have a 2:30 call.
Yeah, with our own team. It's all right, I got it. You keep going.
Okay. Josh is gonna take care of that, man. Nonetheless, you got me here. Yeah, this is another one I want to check out. Suzu is a wild launch too. Won multiple awards. Very interesting. That's what I'm saying, dude. There's a ton of good ones. Like, I'm really shocked that I haven't found out about this until today, or a few of these today. Top Fumbler, what's up, my guy? Orynth Launchpad is less than 2 weeks old. We are a bit fresh to the market. Oh, Mikey. Oh, this is Mikey from Orynth. Yeah, I DM'd you actually. I DM'd you. I didn't even click. Let's get you on and chat sometime. I want to talk about Orynth. I want to talk about it. Orynth Launchpad is less than 2 weeks old. We are a bit fresh to the market. You can check out current market share on Jupiter Launchpads. Answered. Sweet, Mikey. I'll get back to you obviously midstream, so I don't mean to string you out there. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, we want to talk about you guys. This is obviously something exciting. So we're just going through the eco. Sweet. Yeah, definitely want to get you on this and yourself, Mikey. Okay. Nonetheless, back to Brain, and we can check out the website. Obviously, I don't speak or read Japanese, guys. So to me, this just looks like I don't know. But it looks cool nonetheless. Let's go to the Twitter. What's cool about Twitter recently, it's almost made me think about stopping our Chinese account, is it auto translates everything now. So I can just see what Chinese, Japanese people say. So let's go. Let's see the team. So Yuki Seiko is the founder. We're launching Brain as an early stage MVP. Minimum viable product is what MVP stands for. So just very early stages. Remember that, guys. And would love your feedback. What types of knowledge or experience do you think should be monetized? Okay. Let's see. I want to see their Twitter. So might not be linked. I'll just search it over here. Brain, enter. I'm gonna find it for you guys. 1 sec. Here we go. Haven't been this bullish on a project in a while. Seiko Brain dropped some info earlier today. Check this out yourself. 8 to 10 million annualized revenue. I mean, like, these are the numbers we like to see, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. 8 to 10 million annual revenue, hundreds of thousands of active users monthly, and they're implementing Brain token payments. Plus expanding outside of Japan soon. Currently at 200K market cap, very undervalued. It ran to 2 million before all this information was posted. Plus, I went ahead and updated the deck screener to link to the correct community that Seiko made and posted earlier today, as the DEX was linking to some random community. Okay. So a few things here. And Mikey, of course, you're listening, so I would be interested in maybe what you think about this, and we'll talk more about it when we get you on here. But 8 to 10 million annualized revenue, hundreds of thousands of active users. You know, frankly, we've seen this and we saw this with Believe. A lot of the time when you have a token tied to network effect, but the network effect is simply implementing the token as a token payment, it actually has basically no effect, right? So 8 to 10 million annualized, well, that's awesome if you have equity in the company. That's awesome if there's some sort of buyback mechanism or something directly tying the token value to platform growth, right? If we have hundreds of thousands of users, or revenue, right? Some sort of metric like that. Token payments are a good surface level implementation to show you're not just a meme coin. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think implementing the Brain token for a payment actually has a meaningful network effect in order to push the token up. So again, this is a question that's been iterated around so much, and it's hard to crack the answer. Nonetheless, I think even with maybe surface level integration like this, still, if you saw an 8 to 10 million analyzed revenue project with hundreds of thousands of users launch on Believe a few months ago, this would be ripping, right? It'd be probably much higher than it currently sits at. So I'm not sure if it lacks exposure or what exactly, but those are pretty fascinating stats. The reason I study is simple. It boils down to just one thing: because I want results as quickly as possible. If you do programming for 3 years or post 1,000 videos, you'll definitely build up skills. But I wanted to get results from the very first one, like in 2 months or something. So that's why I studied. On the flip side, for serious hard workers who don't find grinding out the numbers painful, maybe they don't need to study at all. I think I'm missing some reference on that. Interesting though, because we haven't seen, we saw this the Believe craze. We didn't get, it was mainly US based companies, right? We didn't get many Japanese based companies. So it'd be interesting to see how they maybe take the token and implement it or use it or just take it and run it. It's I haven't seen this exactly. Okay, where's do they have a Twitter for the token, guys? Do you know if they have a Twitter for the token I can check out rather than just his personal Twitter? Look, the numbers speak for themselves. Maybe not. So we'll circle back to Brain maybe later once we have more information, and I'll scan Twitter for some threads here. But the numbers speak for themselves, so they're really great. More clarity on the Brain token, I think, is what needs to happen. Here's a message from Yuki. Yuki, excuse me. I didn't even read it. Thank you for purchasing the token and supporting Brain. Your support allows us to continue building long-term value, not short-term hype. Our next phase focuses on 3 clear priorities. First, product integration. Okay, it's good. We are preparing to introduce native token payment directly into Brain. This will make Brain the first knowledge marketplace in Japan to support payments with its own token, creating real on-platform utility rather than speculative use. Now, this works. This does have some network effect if the Brain token has a meaningful discount or a meaningful benefit tied to it, which I'm sure they'll take into consideration. Second, strengthening the ecosystem. We will continue to grow high-quality creators and knowledge supply while improving discovery, ranking, and trust mechanisms. The goal is to ensure that token utility is tied to real usage, transactions, and economic activity inside the marketplace. Okay, let's break that down. The goal is to ensure that token utility is tied to real usage, right? We talked about network usage and how we want to see the token growing with network. That's the goal, right? So how can the token tie to real usage, transactions, and economic activity inside the marketplace? I would imagine when he refers to the marketplace, he refers to the marketplace along with maybe the suite of products they also offer. Obviously, mainly being a marketplace for knowledge based on what I've been able to dig here. So that is like their main product. Third, long-term expansion. While Brain is currently focused on Japan, we are designated to the product and token architecture with future global expansion in mind. This includes scalability, compliance, and partnerships that enable sustainable growth beyond a single market. We're intentionally moving step by step. Our priority is execution, product market fit, and community trust, not short-term price movements. We believe that consists of building will ultimately be reflected in value. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Look, so I think the takeaway here is as long as Yuki is exploring meaningful ways to integrate the token, they don't have to have it all figured out right now. We're still looking for clarity. We're still looking for what maybe the best fit is for token utility in some of these projects. Is it an equity model? Is it a buyback and burn? What does that look like? And so I don't think it necessarily needs to be implemented right away. As long as we have assurance from the founder that he's interested in exploring this and he's always trying to do stuff to deepen that relationship with token holders and product. So there's the Brain recap. I do unfortunately think he speaks. I mean, I know he speaks Japanese, but I don't know if he speaks much English. So unlikely he comes on the show, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's pivot back to the Orynth platform, see what else has been cooking. What else do you guys want to check out? I want to check out Suzu Pay. Other than that, I'm not sure if you guys want to look into any others. Oh, and Zap Digits, I've also heard to look into. So Suzu is a wild launch too, won multiple awards. Very interesting. All right, man. My quant's saying check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. It was next on the list anyway. ZooPay is the next generation payment. And again, I would imagine this is not an American-based product, just on the name here, which is interesting to me. Wondering how it reached that side of the market, because I'm not, you don't typically see it, I think. So ZooPay is the next generation payment platform supporting stablecoins such as, so this is Japanese as well, JPY, Japanese, C, USDT, and USDC. By simplifying integrations for both e-commerce and physical stores, we provide borderless, low-cost payment solutions for everyone from domestic users to international visitors. 157K market cap. And Mikey, some feedback, man. I do love this Orynth platform here. I love, the information that's embedded into the website. I love the quick summary. Like, this is what I want to do. I don't want to have to go scramble around Twitter. I don't want to have to go scramble around the DEX page. And, so I do like this. Although I am still leaving to get more information. So obviously it could benefit from a little more information in terms of like numbers and all that stuff. But this is cool. Yeah, this is cool. So the founder here is M. I'm the founder of SuPay. We are providing stablecoin payment platforms for JPY, C, USDT, USDC. Worrying about this guy's Scouter's worrying about EU regulations. I don't think EU regulations are a problem for them. Don't think they're based in Europe here. Is it stated that token holders will receive incentives and rewards? But is this legally permissible under Japanese law? If this point can be clearly explained, I believe it would help increase the number of holders and improve fast trust. From the perspective of transparency, I would appreciate it if you could clarify how this is being handled. Thanks for raising the point about transparency. To clarify, we do not engage in any marketing, promotion, or solicitation activities targeting Japanese nations or residents. Therefore, our operations do not fall under the jurisdiction of Japanese regulations like the Financial Instruments and Exchange Act, FIE. Lastly, regarding the ZOO token, please be assured that we strictly exclude the Japanese market to ensure we do not violate any local laws. Okay, so Japanese market's actually excluded from the token. Interesting. More info here. Why do you guys decide as a team to put the token? Why should I buy Suzu with the investors get a percentage of the fees generated? Glad you asked. Let me break it down clearly. Yes. We launched the token to put the community at the driver's seat of our project. Suzu captures the value of what we build. Regarding the fees, absolutely. We are structuring, love that right there. It's boom, absolutely, period. We're structuring the ecosystem so that the success of the platform directly benefits holders. This includes using generated fees for incentives and rewards mechanisms specifically for the ZOO token stakers and holders. We'll be sharing the specific details soon, so please stay tuned to our official announcements. That was 1 day ago. Oh, okay. So they had a seed round as well, it seems. Please ask anything. I would love some info on the 2 million seed round. Who were the investors? When did it happen? And is there a source link we could provide? The 2 million seed round was raised privately from individual investors. Okay, so maybe family offices, angels, etc. So I'm unable to share specific details at this time. Thanks for asking. So, a bit of a trust me bro situation, unless we have some documents on that, but good to know. It's still interesting. Your product seems pretty good. Any chance you can update Dex? The 2 million seed round, Julian, I think Julian's actually in here, man. Where is he? Yeah, shout out my guy, bro. Shout out my guy. Take a look at Brain, also launch in Orynth. Funny that I see him in there. Well done doing your due diligence. Can provide more information about the 2 million seed raise? 2 million seed round was raised privately from individuals investors, so unable for specifics. Okay. Nonetheless, that's a good vouch of confidence if they really did get the 2 million. We are pushing new updates this week. Excited to share. Sweet, Mike. We'll definitely, hopefully get you on soon. I'd love to get you on while this is buzzing right now to get answers to everyone. Avocado AI. Okay, let's check it out. Let me get through ZooPay real quick. I want some numbers on this. They raised 2 million, which is dope. All right. ZooPay. We'll just search it on Twitter here. Nope. SUZU Pay. Oh. Oopsie, spelled it wrong. SUZU Pay. There we go. I think this is it. Yep, got some mutuals. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Thank you for supporting the ZooPay. Our first. Okay. Let's get some more info. Where are the numbers? How many users do you have? What's the transaction volume going through the product here? Next generation payment platform supporting stablecoins. So essentially, how I'm imagining this is, you want to buy something, it supports stablecoin payments. Sweet. We've seen people do this, right? This is not a new concept. They've generated 6,400. It looks like from liquidity provision, like LP fees, through the Orynth app launchpad. Okay, we've reached number 3 on Orynth. Nice. Here we go. Okay, so this isn't exactly what you want to see here. Although on the app he did say that they have stuff coming for the token. Suzu serves as the official community meme token and the core of our ecosystem. Holders can look forward to unlocking unique incentives and rewards tailored just for you. Okay, so the wording could be changed, right? It's not a meme token per se. If you're unlocking unique incentives and rewards tailored just for you. Again, as long as these rewards are meaningful enough to tie network effect to the token growth, that's the key. It's very difficult to crack sometimes without, again, like I said, that equity anchor or some mechanisms or something. Numbers. Do we have anything? My guy Shark here. Twitter could get cleaned up. Could be more information dense, I think. Yep, could definitely be more information dense. Founder should have his own Twitter where he's talking more about anything he wants to. This is the founder, it looks like. Okay. He established JPYC, CO launched the JPY based token, JPYC prepaid, and actively promotes blockchain technology as chairman of the BCCCS stablecoin subcommittee and holds director roles. Okay. I'd love to know more. I'm a little bit, I think, I'm a little bit not lost. I understand the general gist of it, but I'd love to know, its main goal and purpose. Can I buy from any shop online? Is it crypto specific? Can I buy with US dollars? And is it going to auto convert for me through stable coins? Do I have to buy with stable coins? I would just love all the details on that. I would also love, of course, platform numbers, revenues, user base growth. But so we have a better idea of it, although too little information for me to make a decision here. Thanks, Mikey. I appreciate you. Avocado AI is also doing great. Is that on Orynth? Let me market cap. Avatar UI. Let me just click. Oh, I see avocado right under there. Okay, we'll definitely get to that in a second here. Nikwit. Is that a silent H in your name? Knight. Oh, is that a G? Is that a G? I'm just an idiot. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Okay, we'll do yours first, actually, before I get to this. Avocado AI. Ship client ready ads in minutes, not days. Oh, dude, UGC, literally on topic with today's conversation. A traditional product is slow. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me just clarify that. Traditional product is slow and expensive. Avocado AI solved this by unifying 40 plus top tier models into a single commercial grade workspace. Our AI agent, Leany, works inside storyboards. Hey, now this is not racist. This is a general thing here, but I guess this is another Japanese one here. Leany sounds Japanese, and it looks like this lady could be of Japanese descent here. Right here, Leany here. So again, I'm curious how they captured this Japanese market. Our agents, Leany, work inside storyboards to ensure characters consistency across videos, image, and audio, fixing the consistency gap. Oh, so it doesn't look like it's UGC, actually. Stop juggling 5 subscriptions or overpaying agencies. Get predictable client-ready assets at a fraction of the cost, built for shipping, revenue-generating campaigns. Here's the founder here. Josh, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Welcome back.
I'm back. Mikey.
Yeah. So definitely not Japanese. Definitely not Japanese.
You might is he Japanese? I don't know. It's hard to say. We don't get into it.
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? Like it doesn't matter. Where did the whole Japanese angle come from? Is this platform designed for Japan or something, or is this just like gotten traction there somehow?
Yeah, definitely not Japanese. That's funny. I don't know.
Mikey, can you answer that question for us? How has this gotten traction in Japan? Is it some deployers there have been successful?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'll wait for his answer, but I'll read through this in the meantime. I built Avocado AI because, and Josh, how do you feel about this Orynth platform? It kind of is like that SOAR platform in a sense where you have a lot of the information here.
Meteora DBC is what they're using. So shout out Meteora.
Shout out Meteora.
We like that.
Show.
Yeah.
Of course. Let's see. Hey, we're going to build Avocado AI because the content supply chain is broken. The problem, you're stuck between the high cost of traditional production and the chaos of fragmented AI tools. We call it the consistency gap. Training to maintain character consistency across tools like Midjourney, Runway, 11 Labs, blah, blah, blah. It prevents agencies from scaling and making ad ready impossible for brands. The solution, a commercial grade production workspace. We've unified 40 plus top tier models into a pipeline centered around storyboards. Inside works Leany, our creative AI agent. Leany acts as a product assistant using project contacts to help you generate commercial grade asset across videos, images, and audio instantly. We built this to help you save money, kill the manual work, and finally ship consistency at scale. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the agent plus storyboard workflow. Well, Josh, you have the ad tech background, bro. Maybe you want to do the DD on this?
I don't know what the context is here. I'm still I rejoined a second ago. Yeah, I don't know.
All good. This is just one of the projects launched on Orynth. We just started looking into it, so I know just as much as you here, but you can see these images.
Can you zoom in on that description real quick? I'll just give it a. This is storyboard.
Yeah.
To ensure characters. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I think here what we're trying to do is it's kind of like the Maya one, where it's not in the same way, but like you're trying to have a continuity of information and style and kind of tone of voice and look and feel across your AI content. But I don't know, it's hard to say.
Yeah. So again, you got a couple options here. You got two options. Either it's pre-revenue, maybe it's MVP, very early stages. You are betting on the founder, betting on the vision, or it's got some numbers to back it. It's got some growth to back it, and you look into that. So that's the next question we have to answer.
So Mikey said, yes, couple deploys did good, hit influencers in Japan, mainstream launch pad for startups in Japan. Traction is expanding now.
Take a selfie. Well,
congrats, guys.
Yeah, I saw a really good quote. I don't think it was from you, Mikey, but it was from someone on the team in one of my chats. And you guys have been working at this for a little while. I guess you maybe just launched the Launchpad, but clearly your team's been working at this for a while, and you guys embodied the entrepreneurial spirit, which I could appreciate. So congrats. Yeah. Glad to see your success. Let's watch this video.
Favorite celebrities from Hollywood in a TV show or movie of your choice. It's going viral, and this is how you can do it. So I'll take you the step-by-step of how I do it.
Okay, it's
so first thing you want to come here to Avocado
9
AI,
minutes, but I think, guys, if you want to do DD for yourself, it's worth watching this video here.
So you put yourself into videos with other celebrities? That's interesting.
I don't know if that's, I think that maybe is just the example here. I have seen this kind of going viral, though. People doing stuff like this.
But let's just use the Nano Banana and Sea Dream. And the aspect ratio,
different models, it looks like.
If you want to use it for Instagram, then you keep it at 9:16. I think that, I don't think for this context, it's going to be the best. But regardless of that, let's frame for the next video.
Creating a transition video. Choose. See if they have a final product. I would love to see. Oh, here we go. Let's just watch this.
Of this audio, add it into the editing tool of your choice. What you're going to do, you're going to have the full, that's all you need.
Wow. Reeves.
I've seen stuff like this on TikTok. It's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, it's pretty sick. Tokens at 110K, so again, pretty low market cap, so like trade at discretion here. But pretty cool. Let's see, do they have any numbers? Or is this just a little early for that? Avocado. What's their Twitter?
What was the TLDR on the Brain one? You said it had 300,000 users. Was that FUD like well placed or no?
I didn't actually read up on the FUD at all, to be honest. So nothing on the FUD. The only thing is just like, again, it goes back to the meaningful token implementation question we've literally discussed all the time on the show. Are the discounts or like the implementations Brain aims to make going to be meaningful enough? Also, it didn't have like a Brain Twitter. It was just the founder's Twitter, which is cool, but it's completely Japanese, so it's a little more difficult to get a good grasp. But yeah, like you said, great user base, great growth. Can we, if we're going to have a token that's tied, or it doesn't represent equity, it needs to somehow match or mirror the growth in some ways.
It's like some information sharing, skill sharing, high degree of freedom. Okay, it's a little I guess building one of Japan's top education companies. Okay. I get it.
Which is not a niche I'm super familiar with. And a quick thing for all of you guys, I'm sure they're using AI in their stack at some point. But right now, almost every single dollar of venture capital money is going towards AI, right? If you go, and I saw Mike Dudas from Six Man Ventures actually share about this, but you have to know, we talk about timing in the market all the time, right? We love CPT. We think defense tech is huge right now. Like timing in AI and defense tech, well, you're probably in a good field right now. If you're doing, maybe take DFTV as an example, or maybe not DFTV, but if you're doing something outside of the AI or defense or robotics, you're probably not in a great place to raise from VC or exit the project right now. You can still build it through until your time comes, but the truth is timing the market is so important. And so in the case of venture capital, no venture capital is going to anything outside of AI. So you just have to keep that in mind in terms of some of these investments, what's hot right now, what's popular, and you have to be able to time it. Even if it's a great product, but it doesn't fit the narrative, right? We'll call it what CT likes. It's not going to run. So you can look at that in a few different ways. Avocado AI, replace 5+ tools with one creative workspace. Create ad-ready videos, images, music, and voiceovers in minutes. Stop switching tabs. Start shipping content. Join 3,000+ creators. Okay, that's an interesting number. I would love to see what that's coming from. So full AI stack here. Full AI stack, basically. Everything you need to go viral, AI video generation, hyper-realistic images, royalty-free music, human-like voiceovers. Avocado AI is really amazing. I've been using it to create photos of my fashion product, and the results are just incredible. You got different plans here. I'd love for it to say like join 3,000 users in the intro plan or something. I'd love to see how many users they have. So yeah, right now, until we have numbers, again, it's a bet on the founder and the bet on the vision, right? Until we have more rock solid numbers. Do they have a Twitter? I'm sure they do. Let me search. Okay, so let me go back here. Let me copy the CA, see what we can find on Twitter.
I got one we should cover after this.
Sure. Is it Orynth or is it different?
No, Dread posted it actually, and it's
yeah,
it's
gone viral recently.
Crazy, yeah.
Really cool, actually. Publicly shilling Ava. Okay. So criminally undervalued. Here's the dev. Okay, they do have a Twitter. Yeah, look at the hyper realism here. It's wild. Really, that's a clean ad.
And photo shoots of your product just become so much.
Some more information here.
Creator generated entire.
Yeah, very similar to what we've been talking about all day, to be honest. Okay. So yeah, a little bit opaque in terms of numbers. I think we just need more clarity there. But look at this guy's speaking, maybe a keynote speaker at somewhere. Founder and CEO of Avocado, the world's first collaborative AI workspace. Got the CA there. Now, yeah, only critique is I would love some more feedback. Talking about the Universal Commerce Protocol, we did a great write-up on what UCP is, guys, and how it integrates with X402, ER004. Go and give that a read. It's doing very well, I think, right now.
Search, go to MCG Live and search UCP at the top, and you'll see it.
Yeah, it should be pinned, actually.
It was, but it gets bumped off when we do the stream.
This is where you can.
But I'll repin it.
All right, guys. Well, we're not going to do a whole 10-minute video here, but this seems to be maybe some more answers here. So I'll actually bookmark this. Only 800 views, guys. This is the type of trench work you want to be doing. Find it while you have an edge.
Wanderson Jackson
7,000 views. Excuse me.
Gave the real, is that his real handle, Avocado AI _co?
Yeah.
Said that's not the correct X.
This is not the correct X. The one I'm on?
Just can you zoom in on that handle? We want to make sure we're getting the correct handle here. Oh yeah, correct one here. Okay. So this is all right, that's the correct one.
Okay.
All right, thanks for Wanderson. Welcome to the show, by the way. I think you are the creator of this. You're always welcome to hop on DMMCG Live, and we'll get you scheduled.
Yeah, I think what we got to do, and Mike's in here. I think you might have missed him. Mikey's actually from Orynth, unless you picked that up. But yeah, we're gonna get him on. Maybe we have a full Orynth day where we have.
I think so.
Some of the founders. We have a couple of their top ecosystem leaders.
We just go through. Full breakdown right through all the projects, speed run it, that kind of vibe. Love it.
Sure. Josh, I'll port it over to you. Let you talk about the anime psyop one, which has been going viral a little bit.
Yeah, so like, man, what out of nowhere, this AI video generation meta is just
I'll tell you,
exploding.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I'll tell you why this one specifically went viral. If you don't know, Elon Musk commented or retweeted under it, because I'll just let you take over. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, but yeah, that's why that one blew up specifically.